it's day 5. We'll be leaving here at the coast from sea level at 10 degrees Celsius, riding through the desert and up into the mountains where it's expected to be 30 degrees Celsius.
And today is going to be the longest day of the GS Trophy, with the competitors having to ride 430 kilometers, most of it being off-road, and they still have 2 special stages to do before arriving back at base camp in Midgard.
This is the most grueling day yet for our competitors, with the temperature swing alone presenting a challenge. From the cool coastal air to the intense desert heat, and finally the rugged mountain terrain. Each phase of today's ride will offer new challenges. The riders are beginning to feel the accumulated fatigue of the past few days. But with over 400 kilometers of unforgiving terrain ahead, there's no room for error. Every twist of the throttle, every shift in weight on the bike, has to be precise. Today's route takes the competitors through a region so remote that not even a gas station can be found. To overcome this, the International GS Trophy brings along its own mobile fueling station to keep the adventure going.
Thank you. A gas station like this, only at GS Trophy. This is the real adventure, huh?
With full tanks, the riders press on toward Bosua Pass, climbing to an elevation of nearly 1,900 meters. At the summit, the first special stage awaits, ready to test their skills at the highest point of the day's journey.
We got some points yesterday, so we're happy about that. And today Kirk is good and is feeling well, so we're getting a chance to do these things and get some points. So hopefully we can do something great.
As reliable as modern motorcycles are, every now and then a situation as simple as a low battery might mean you need to push start your bike. This is the Liette Push Start Challenge, and it's going to test the competitors' ability to do just that.
This is a timed event. The first team member starts on a motorcycle with the engine off, and the start button's been covered so they can't press it. The other team members push the rider around the corner, through the gate, and down the hill. The rider then pops it into gear, and hopefully the engine starts. Time stops when the engine's running and the bike is stopped safely.
Push starting a bike might seem straightforward, but doing it under pressure on a competition stage is a whole different story.
Please, when we say go, time starts. When you stop the bike with running engine, time stops.
Ready, set, go.
Riders must synchronize their efforts perfectly, balancing strength and speed. And this isn't just a test of physical endurance, it's a mental challenge too. They have to control the throttle just right, ensuring the engine kicks in smoothly.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Set, go.
The course is deceptively simple, but in the heat of competition, small mistakes could lead to big-time penalties. And with every stage bringing fresh challenges, this adds another layer of complexity.
It's going good. It's going good. Had a nice ride up here. We got it started at least.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty good. Nico had some tries at home for that. And a little battery. Big jump in and push the bike.
To ensure safety on the challenging off-road terrain, organizers have put in place rigorous measures, including a 12-person medical team on constant standby.
The plannings for the safety concept of the GS Trophy started 2 years ago. We had to find partners in Namibia who can support us with the medical crew, with the equipment, and also, of course, with the helicopter.
In the event of an accident, the helicopter is the sole option for swift hospital transport. Namibia, the second least populated country in the world, poses unique challenges. Ambulances often take hours to reach an injured rider, making the expertise of local personnel invaluable in emergencies.
You know, the friendliness, the kindness, people are helping each other out. Even the helicopter crew, they were really nice, giving us a wrap-up how to handle that huge helicopter if needed.
In this tight-knit community, camaraderie shines through as medical crews unite, ready to face any challenge together.
Great support from the paramedics. They're all excellently trained, and the rescue chain went just bam, 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 and also in the hospital. This was just a great experience to see, and we really appreciated the friendship and the company.
This has been a great opportunity to work with medical professionals from across the world, seeing how we're going to manage the patient, discussing, collaborating, and seeing how we go forward. So it has been a good experience.
Fortunately, there have been no incidents today. Instead, riders savor a change of scenery as they navigate through Windhoek, Namibia's vibrant capital. Meanwhile, at the second special stage of the day, the BMW Motorrad team prepares to go live on social media. But how do you go live when there's no mobile service in the bush?
So Fritz, can you come please up here and park the car backwards in here? On here you can see the satellite dish. It's a maritime version, so we can also use it during driving, so the social media team can also stay online when they're on the off-road track and going with 60, 80 kilometers per hour and still have internet connection. Okay. Isn't that cool?
It's important for BMW Motorrad to update the enduro community with news from the event.
At the end, I'm doing a speed test, so it's measuring how fast the internet connection is. Actually, we are here around 30 to 40 megabits in download, and the upload is around 10. Now the stage is open for the social media guys, and they can go online. Good job. Thank you.
The journey to the Midgard slow trial has been long and exhausting. The competitors have crossed vast landscapes, from soft, sandy stretches to rocky outcrops. But now, at the end of this marathon day, they face a completely different challenge. The Midgard slow trial isn't about speed or strength. It's about precision and balance.
After a scenic 420-kilometer ride, the teams have arrived at the second special stage, the Midgard Slow Trial.
For this trial, each competitor needs to individually navigate this narrow course while being timed. And time stops if they dab a foot, if they cross a border, if they drop a bike, and like old school trials, time also stops if the bike stops moving. The winner is the team with the longest combined time, in other words, the slowest riders.
In contrast to the push start earlier, this stage tests the riders' ability to control their motorcycles at a snail's pace, navigating a tight, narrow course without dropping a foot or crossing boundaries. For those tired from the day's ride, controlling a powerful machine at such low speeds requires intense concentration and skill.
Good.
Meanwhile, preparations for tomorrow's big closing event are on their way.
We are in the base camp again, and I'm responsible for all the communication part and for the normal AV part. So we do the stage for the final event at the last evening.
Max and his team collaborate with local partners to create an impressive setup.
I think it's beautiful, and on top of this little hill, we will put a big light projection, so we have the GS Trophy logo on it. I think that will look awesome.
I have noch two goodies.
Okay.
Old dinosaurs.
Oh, cool.
But let's see. A little surprise.
Okay, thank you. Our headquarters is in Germany, and we're here in Namibia, and it's a quite long distance in between, and we have to ship down everything. So it's easier to take local stuff here and local guys, and also they know the conditions, they know the road conditions, and they're prepared for this kind of situation here. So here we are setting up the mobile antennas so that we have also mobile coverage here for our internet. That's the tower for that. It's secured. It does not matter if you are in the IT team, so the whole team is helping each other. So if we see a look over there, the dogs are helping set up the arch. If you see someone sitting around, you can ask them and they will help you. So that's the cool thing here.
From the trial, it's just a quick ride to get back into camp. The riders need to recharge in many different ways.
Hello, Maxi. How good? I'm out of energy. I need some energy, you know?
Oh, that's no problem. I prepared for this. So, here, two new ones for you.
So good. Thanks, man. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
The participants do not have any plugs in their tents, and so they're not able to charge their electronic devices. So they come here to the IT van, and they get a new power bank from me, a charged one, and so they can use it for charging the phones, the cameras, and also their flashlights, where they are using at night because, yeah, there are not that many lights up out there. Here for you.
Thank you.
In here we can charge up to 240 power banks simultaneously. So we have around 400 of them. So they are all with a logo on it. They are wireless charging. They have a solar panel on it.
He's irreplaceable. Yeah. He's fantastic. And now we just need to get him on a bike.
Steffi, how can I help you?
Hey Maxi, I'm gonna switch off the satellite phone for tonight as all participants are in. Can you please charge it?
Of course, yes.
Okay, and the radio I will bring later.
Okay, you can keep it?
I still need it, yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. It's the evolution of several past trophies. Keep on optimizing, and that's where we got now.
Tick-tock, thumbs up, got my trust in you.
Day 5 of the GS Trophy has concluded, and as you can see, the bikes have already gone to bed, the competitors are shortly going to be going to bed. Today was the longest day of the trophy, and tomorrow will be the shortest day of the trophy and the final. Team South Africa, multi-time champions, started off strong. However, Team Germany quickly rose to the top spot.
Yes, but Team South Africa is behind by only 5 points. For the female teams, we have Team Germany just 4 points behind Team France. It's a tight competition. Let's go check out the results.
After 5 days of intense competition, the leaderboards remain tight. For the male teams, South Africa is nipping at Germany's heels, while the female teams are locked in a fierce battle between France and Germany. The exhaustion is palpable, but so is the excitement. With just 1 day left, every point counts. Tomorrow's short but decisive ride will bring this epic journey to its dramatic conclusion.
So the total score now. Female riders leading for the day, Team France. Now we go to the male riders. 3, Team South Africa, 2, Team UK, and leading for the day, Team Germany.
Before the first riders depart, the medical team gears up for the final day of the event.
So we are a total of 7 paramedics, 5 from Namibia and 2 German paramedics, and 3 doctors, 1 Namibian and 2 German doctors, caring for the participant and the whole crew.
So good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. As we have spoken, so you go out in an hour clockwise. You go out now counterclockwise. You wait until the bikes arrive, and then you go on. I'm here in the camp.
Since the bush is pretty dense today and there are a couple of trees, it's hard for the helicopter to land. So if something happens, we might have to transport with a car to find a solid place to land for the helicopter.
Good morning and welcome to day 6, the final day of the BMW Motorrad 2024 International GS Trophy in Namibia.
This week has seen a wide variety of terrain and challenges for the competitors between the desert and the coast. Now we're back at home base, and the riders are setting off on a short but technical 50-kilometer loop, end of which they're going to face their final special test, which will determine the winner of this trophy.
First riders are leaving the camp. And we are the first medical car.
While medic cars have been spread across the field on previous days, today's loop day requires a different strategy. By splitting up and approaching riders from both ends, it can assure quicker access to care.
We are multinational teams. Every team is one Namibian paramedic and a German paramedic or a German doctor. I think the combination of the both makes for a good rescue. The terrain is pretty rocky. It is very hot, dusty. We can only reach these far remote points with four-wheel drives. Therefore, we're carrying satellite phones because there's no cell phone reception out here. And we call the medical dispatch center and they send the closest medical car to the place of the incident. From there we go, treating the patient.
After nearly a week of riding through some of the most diverse and challenging landscapes Namibia has to offer, the competitors have reached the final day. But even though it's the shortest leg of the journey, it may be the most decisive. With only 50 kilometers left, the riders know that this last stretch will determine the winners. The friendships forged over the past 6 days are now tested, as teams will need to push beyond exhaustion and work together to claim victory. Enjoy everything one more time, and then hopefully go home with a good result. Today, it's not just about the skills they've mastered. It's about determination and teamwork.
All the marshals have been very excited about the track, so we are too. We're looking forward to it.
This morning's ride has been a variety of challenging terrain. Now the teams have arrived at this steep downhill. There's loose rocks, loose sand, it's very technical. The teams will have to take their time and pick their line.
Technical descents like this one require absolute concentration. Riders must carefully choose their path, knowing that the wrong line could lead to a fall or a serious delay. This isn't the time for bravado. It's about calculating risk and controlling the motorcycle through difficult terrain. The loose rocks under the wheels make traction unpredictable. Caution is key. A mistake here could mean the difference between victory and defeat.
I think it's just hope for the best, to be honest. But we've kind of written off the whole worrying about it all. We're just going to enjoy it. We're here to have a good time, you know. Everyone's arrived safely back. So if we come last, I don't care, because we're going to have a good time. That's it.
And now we're at the final special stage of the GS Trophy. And it's double points. So as close as the scoring is, this could really change up the leaderboard. The teams have had 6 amazing riding days together. They've learned each other's strengths and weaknesses, and hopefully how to work well together as a team.
This final stage is different from anything the competitors have faced this week. It's not just about individual skill anymore. It's about how well the team works together. With double points on the line, this last challenge will likely determine the winner. Riders must now apply everything they've learned about each other over the past week. Who handles technical sections best? Who's the fastest in straightaways? This is a test of strategy as much as skill. And with everything riding on this stage, the tension is palpable.
This trial involves some strategy. It's a Le Mans start, so the riders' bikes are at the start, they need to run to them, and then they're presented with a series of options for which section they want to take, and the competitors need to decide among themselves which rider is going to ride which section. Once they've completed the beginning of the trial and arrived at this wooden bridge, they complete a back half of the trial, back through a slalom, arrive at the finish, and time doesn't stop until all 3 riders have completed the course. So now this is the calm before the storm, before the final scores are announced. And honestly, for me this week, one of the highlights was simply seeing the performance of the bikes. The F900 GS, the R1300 GS, you and I were on the 1300. Just amazing bikes, fun to see in action.
Definitely, and yeah, they certainly proved to be capable. And how about on the special stage, this final special today? I mean,
Germany's run, I mean, unbelievable. South Africa as well. I mean, dabs versus time. I mean, it's still kind of anybody's race, and the women's teams as well.
Yeah.
Super close.
The top 3 positions are only 7 points apart. I mean, I have no idea what we're gonna see when we go in there.
Yeah.
I'm not playing, I'm not hard to get.
After 6 long days of challenges, the riders are now reflecting on what they've accomplished. Some are still processing the intensity of today's final stage, while others are simply glad to have made it to the end. For some, victory seems close, while for others, it's the journey, the camaraderie, and the memories that will last long after the competition is over.
Everybody shares the spirit of GS, and they all come together, and when they're here, they come together as friends, and this is the most important fact. They have their challenges during the special stages, but during the ride, they have the possibility to just enjoy, see wild animals, see nature, and just explore different countries.
A lot can change tonight, so stay tuned for the results.
Female team, place number 1. Team International! Oh! Congratulations! The winning team for the 2024 GS Trophy in Namibia is Germany!
So we've got this year's winners for the GS Trophy, but really, everyone's a winner for the determination it took to get here and to finish. And the best part, they're all taking home memories to last a lifetime.
22 teams representing 23 different nations came together to compete in Namibia. They came together as competitors, now they're leaving as friends. And remember, make life a ride.
22 teams from 23 nations came to compete. Months of training turned competitors into a close-knit team supporting each other while living their dream. They arrived as rivals and leave as lifelong friends, united by adventure.